First things first, this is episode 300. That's right. If you're new to the show and just found us, you have a lot of catching up to do. The first year we did roughly 50 episodes and got about 25,000 downloads. The second year we did about 100, so we doubled our output and we did 100,000 downloads. And this year we've done about 150 episodes year to date, and which is really amazing and hard to believe. And we're continuing to grow. We've done close to 175,000 downloads year to date. The show was born out of my experience as a CIO and CDO for a health system with 23,000 staff and an even larger community that was looking at me to make sense of the advances in technology and digital transformation in healthcare. I couldn't possibly speak enough or send everyone to conferences. It was an extremely challenging problem. And when I left as the CIO, I chatted with a few of my peers and told them about the idea of starting a podcast for this very reason. And they were extremely supportive. Each of them has come on the show, and several have come on the show multiple times. We strive to find the best thinking and to bring it to you and your team in a way that is understandable and fosters discussion. There are new options on the market, absolutely. COVID has made everyone a podcaster, and as a podcast consumer, I'm extremely excited about this development. The Chime podcasts are good. Becker's, the CMIO podcast is one of my favorites. The Redox podcast and Hit Like a Girl are on my playlist. The hosts of Hit Like a Girl are actually coming on to record a show shortly, and I'm looking forward to that. Quite frankly, there are a ton of options, and I find value in each of them. If this is your first episode, let me tell you what makes this show distinct. First off, we do 3 shows a week. We cover the news, we do solutions, so we'll dive deep into a solution, and we do an influencer show. So we'll talk to somebody who's influencing the industry, who's dealing with some of the challenges firsthand. And the second thing I think is we have sponsors, but I choose the content and what we talk about. Even on the episodes that are paid for sponsorship, there's no guarantee that they will air. We've turned down shows because people couldn't produce a client that will appear with them on the show with them. We retain full editorial control. So, you're going to hear what we think about the industry, what's going on. The third thing I would say is we listen to you. We did clips early on, but it was really a burdensome process for us. We didn't have a staff at the time. And so we stopped doing it for the better part of a year. You asked for them to come back, and we brought them back. You asked us to have certain people on the show, and we've done that, cover certain topics. We've done that. You've asked us to extend the duration of the show, and obviously we've just done that. We take your feedback very seriously. In fact, we've set up a form for you to give us some feedback, thisweekhealth.com/300. If you go to that URL, you're going to be given a form to fill out a survey. It's 5 questions. It's real simple, and it's a great way for you to provide us some feedback. And if you want to, you can even enter your name and email address at the bottom. It's optional, but if you do, you're going to be entered in a drawing to win one of 10 Moleskine This Week in Health IT notebooks. They're black notebooks. The logo is really actually even hard to see. So, it's a really nice notebook. I use them all the time, and I think you'll like them. I give them to a lot of our guests on the show. The fourth thing about the show is we make it easy for you to use the content. Some of you use it to get the conversation started, and some of you use it as a foundation for some training. We've developed clip notes around making you and your teams more effective and to share that content a lot easier. And I think the last thing I would highlight is the thing which makes our show unique is me. And I feel weird saying that, but so many people have said it to me that they appreciate the perspective of a former healthcare CIO who is sharing my journey with you and also bringing you along as I try to stay current on what's going on.